According to science, human beings are the dominant, most intelligent species on planet Earth. We built rockets and created complex legal systems. But if you actually open up our history books and look at what our ancestors did on a Tuesday, you will realize that humanity did not survive because we were smart. No, we survived purely out of sheer, unadulterated luck, because, historically speaking, our ancestors were absolute, certified clowns. We are the direct descendants of people who looked at a swamp, said, "Let's drink that," and somehow beat the odds. Let's start with medicine, back when doctors had zero clue what they were doing, but 100% confidence. Back in the 19th
If your baby
century,
wouldn't
stop crying. You didn't check for colic or teething. No. You went down to the local pharmacy and bought Mrs. Winslow's soothing syrup, the active ingredient, pure, unadulterated morphine, alcohol, and cannabis, and did it work? Oh, absolutely. The baby stopped crying forever. Brilliant medicine. If a grown man walked into a clinic coughing up blood, the doctor wouldn't say stop smoking. He'd look at him and say, yes, you have a ghost in your lungs. Drink this liquid cocaine, smoke this asbestos cigarette, and let me bleed half your blood out into a bowl to balance your humours, and people thank them for it. We survived an era where the prescription for a headache was a mild stroke. Speaking of medicine, let's talk about ketchup. Today, it's what you put on fries when you've given up on life. But back in the 1830s, ketchup wasn't sold as a food. It was sold as pure medicine. A guy named Dr. Archibald Miles marketed tomato ketchup pills as the ultimate cure for diarrhea, indigestion, and bilious liver. People popped ketchup pills like Tic Tacs, believing a squirt of tomato paste was going to cure their internal organs. Naturally, the pills didn't work. The tomatoes rotted and the industry collapsed. But hey, at least our great-great-grandparents died with a savory aftertaste. And it wasn't just medicine where we lack brain, cells. Military history is a goldmine of absolute incompetence. Kazin point de Bessib, 1788, the Austrian army marched out to fight the Ottoman Empire. They set up camp, and some scouting units crossed a river to look for the enemy. Instead of Turks, they found a bunch of local gypsies selling cheap schnapps. Naturally, a massive, drunken brawl broke out among the soldiers over alcohol. In the pitch-black night, some infantrymen started shouting, "Turks? The Turks are attacking." Did the Turks actually show up? No. But the Austrian army panicked so hard that they started fighting themselves. Different regiments couldn't understand each other's languages in the dark, so they assumed everyone else was the enemy. Artillery fired on their own tents. Cavalry charged their own infantry, and they inflicted over 10,000 casualties on themselves, without ever seeing a single Ottoman soldier. If the real enemy showed up the next morning, they didn't even need swords. They just needed lawn chairs and popcorn. My personal favorite historical facepalm. The 1920s radium craze, when scientists discovered radioactivity. They didn't think, oh, this is lethal, invisible energy that melts human tissue. They thought, hey, it glows in the dark. Let's put it on everything. Factories hired young women to paint watch dials with radium paint. To get a fine tip on the brush, management told the workers to lick the brush with their tongues, with radioactive paint when the we started, literally falling off their faces from radiation necrosis. The company doctors told them, no, you just have a minor posture issue. Meanwhile, rich people were buying Ratatha, literally. radioactive water drinking it by the crate to feel energized, right up until their teeth fell out and their bones dissolved. We were speedrunning our own extinction for aesthetic purposes. And just when you think humans couldn't get any dumber. Enter phrenology in the 19th century. Scientists genuinely believed that you could tell if someone was a criminal, a genius, or a psychopath simply by feeling the bumps on their skull. Governments actually used this to hire people or judge court cases. Imagine getting arrested and the judge says, "Well, sir, according to this large bump behind your left ear, you clearly have a strong impulse for stealing chickens, 20 years in prison." We built entire social structures based on head massage pseudoscience. So, the next time you feel stupid for dropping your phone on your face, or forgetting why you walked into the kitchen, don't be too hard on yourself. Your ancestors drank liquid morphine, ate ketchup pills, fought invisible armies in the dark, and licked radioactive paint, and you're still here. We are the descendants of professional idiots who somehow beat the cosmic odds. Don't worry. We'll probably be fine. Probably. Thanks for watching. And stay away from glowing water.